All right, guys, finally. Okay, Dokkan has dropped so much content during the anniversary. I've tried to get to things in a timely fashion. I mean, sorry, some people like, oh my god, we got to see Demon King Piccolo, we got to see Kaioken Goku, we got like, I'm working towards all the showcases stuff like that. You know, some characters stocks are up, like Goku and Frieza. Some characters have stayed the same. Some characters stocks are down. Maybe like Beast Gohan slightly, not the biggest deal, but down a little bit. So I'm trying to cover all the content here. So I do like to record everything. You guys know the deal. We do need to go through the story events. So we now have the Awakening for LR Demon King Piccolo, the Awakening for Trunks and Goten, and then we also have 2 new wallpapers that are available. If we swap on over here, here is the LR Demon King Piccolo, who actually seems very good. I don't know if he's better than Roshi, like the equivalent to it, but to me, I feel like I am very pleased with the level that this Demon King Piccolo is probably at. Especially, we know Demonic Power will continue to get big-time buffs. Demon King Piccolo potentially could be a pretty effective character for Demonic Power, so that's good. That's good. And then, of course, there's the Trunks and Goten. I think this character will suck, but I don't want to go too crazy until we actually hop in and see them in action, right? So we're going to start here. Well, here, let me actually do this. So let's jump in. So this is going to be a long video because we have to do quite a bit. I want to get the missions done for the story events. We're going to awaken and, well, Demon King Piccolo's already Rainbow, but we're going to awaken him. And then we're going to awaken the Trunks and Goten as well. We're all doing that in this mega video right here. So, the Dragon Ball edition, this is where we're going to get LR Demon King Piccolo. Oh my god, yeah, I gotta grind up their equips too. Oh, man, okay. I know Demon King Piccolo does have very elite equips in here. We must get, like, I do have to grind those out. Okay, so we can awaken Demon King Piccolo Elder to an LR. Okay, so now, dude, each of these has 15 stages. Is insane, dude. Goku and Chi-Chi's adventure, it's going to be the filler, the post-Dragon Ball filler. That's fire. So yeah, there's going to be 2 awakening medals. Holy shit, man. Okay, there's a lot here, dude. Yep, we got the TUR awakening as well as the LR awakening. Very good. And then there's EX skill orbs. Some of these are really good. We're talking dodge plus defense. All this guy needs to be doing is dodging with defense, slot 3 support unit. They gave him a very good design for a free-to-play character. They understood the assignment, and I think he is quite good. Dragon Ball Seekers is the increased drop rate. Let's hop in. Again, this is going to be a long one. We're going to go through everything. Your boy will be chatting away, about the usual things. Okay, so I did not build a team quite yet here, for us to go through. Dragon Ball Seekers. I guess give me 1 second. I'll pause up. We'll get our Dragon Ball Seeker team ready to go. All right, guys, we'll just hop in just like this. So let's go. So we have, what do we have? 20 stages to do in the video here. So, okay, we are going to fight Demon King Piccolo. Okay, so now that this is the battle at the King's Castle, Goku versus Demon King Piccolo. This is one of the best fights in the series, in all of Dragon Ball. Yeah, this, I'm sorry. I am, Dokkan Fest LR Kid Goku, supporter. Yes. That art right there, that is Dokkan Fest LR art. Not, again, I'm not, stuttering, or, well, I am kind of stuttering, but I'm not, misspeaking. That is Dokkan Fest LR art. And I am definitely in favor of that. Now, a full Dragon Ball Saga celebration, fuck no. But, I mean, I am a bit disappointed that they didn't give Dragon Ball one of the summonable slots in the celebration. Because, again, I mean, a full celebration here where we're covering the whole series, that is exactly how they could do, get like a huge Saiyan Saga presence, Namek presence, OG Dragon Ball presence is in a celebration like this. And they didn't really do that. I mean, we did have the EZAs for Namek Goku, Full Power Frieza, Great Ape Vegeta, and Kaioken Goku. I think Full Power Frieza and Great Ape Vegeta are very good. I think Namek Goku and Kaioken Goku, unfortunately, are a little mid. But, I mean, a lot of the characters are usable. I mean, I define usable very loosely. Well, I mean, they can take normals, so they can be run, right? Like, that's... If you can take normals, you definitely can be run. That's for sure. All right, so, Goku, it's, again, one of the legendary, iconic battles there. Goku is able to defeat Demon King Piccolo, but before Demon King Piccolo actually does die, he is able to spit out He basically puts his entire essence into an egg, like a child. It's weird. Like Piccolo, the Piccolo in Dragon Ball Z, you know, Super, Daima, all that stuff. He is, I mean, it's like a clone slash son. Like, he's like a clone son of Demon King Piccolo, right? Like, he's got all of the memories and knowledge and everything, all of his techniques, all that stuff. But, you know, in moments, like in Daima, I mean, it's not like oh my god, mega spoiler or something like that. But in Daima, Piccolo does directly call Demon King Piccolo his father. Is what? Well, no, wait, actually, is he referring to Demon King Piccolo or the nameless Namekian? Oh shit. Actually, I guess I'd have to go back and double check. Yeah, I've only seen the scene, like, watched the scene one time. I remember the scene really annoyed the shit. What? Oh, dude, we skipped way far. Okay. So we completely skip over, you know, Goku going to Korin's tower, training with Kami and stuff like that, and we just go straight to the 23rd World Tournament. This is a great arc. Perhaps, I think maybe for the 2026 Worldwide Download Celebration, could we do, you know, Part 1, Kid Goku and Demon King Piccolo, Part 2, 23rd World Tournament Goku versus Piccolo Jr.? I think we could. And the reason I say 2026 Worldwide Download Celebration, by the way, is because if we do that, then we could have the EZAs. So I don't think LR Demon King Piccolo is EZAing, by the way. Let me say this. I don't know, but I don't think Kid Trunks and Goten and Demon King Piccolo are EZAing. If Demon King Piccolo is going to EZA, bro, he's, I think, probably really good. If he's going to EZA, then he will be Roshi level, potentially. He'll be one of the better villains in the game, probably, if he EZAs. But I don't think they're EZAing right now. The Trunks and Goten and the Demon King Piccolo. That's good, by the way. Right, back in the day, like, we were very excited when a character would EZA right away. Like, Wrath Broly is the example I use. But obviously now it's like, it's pretty stupid to EZA a character as soon as they release, because then you're wasting all of the character's relevance right away. And then if they're mid as shit, then they, you know, it's just they're, well, loser forever, right? But, like, Demon King Piccolo seems pretty good. So, you know, we hold off as EZA. Let's say, again, 2026, you know, that kind of, like, worldwide happens. 23rd World Tournament Goku and Piccolo Jr., the Dual Dokkan Fest, the 2023 Golden Week celebration characters could EZA for that celebration. LR Demon King Piccolo could EZA for that celebration, right? Super EZA for Int Kid Goku. Like, they could kind of, like, we have the baseline of a good celebration, and then they could kind of, you know, fill in some extra pieces around it. Like, I do think that could legitimately work. I do think so. So, I mean, we'll see, but it's certainly an idea for Dragon Ball, right? Like, I would like to see some of these characters get, like, a strong, like, Dokkan Fest LR and stuff like that, for sure. And it's like, as we just start going on and on and on throughout the years, right? Like, it's like, you know, all these characters need Dokkan Fest, for sure, right? Like, you know, Piccolo Jr. has now got a Dokkan Fest. You know, 23rd World Tournament Goku has now got a Dokkan Fest. I wonder, would they just leave that Goku as his own Dokkan Fest? They probably would. So what I'm saying is, if they did, like, a base form Goku Dokkan Fest from, like, the Saiyan Saga or something like that, he probably would have his own event if it was just base Goku. Like, I don't know, like, if they did a Goku from the fight against Raditz, who doesn't have Kaioken or anything, I bet he probably would have his own event. I'd have to look at, what is the name of 23rd World Tournament Goku's Dokkan event? Because, I mean, that could tell me as well, right? Like, if it's referencing World Tournament Champion, like, you know, let me see. So this is now an Awakening event. All right, 23rd World Tournament Goku, my boy. It's called Strongest Martial Artist in the World, is 23rd World Tournament Goku's Dokkan event. By the way, this is another really good fight. Kami versus Piccolo Jr. right here. Kami is inhabiting this human. There's a lot of animations they could use from this stuff. There's a lot of untouched material, including the Mafuba and the reverse Mafuba and stuff like that. Piccolo Jr. with the reverse Mafuba could be like, maybe like a nullification or something. Easily. I think it could be very fun, right? All right, so there's that. So there's, you know, their whole fight. Again, Piccolo Jr. hits Kami with the reverse Mafuba, and then, you know, Kami is sealed into that jar, and then Piccolo eats the jar. you know, just eats it. And he says, "You're not getting Kami." And, you know, that's that. And that's how that goes. All right, so, yeah. Okay, so there's looking at that Goku right there. We easily could. I mean, I'm in favor. I mean, he wouldn't be the most exciting character, but again, you know, we are doing, like, fusions and stuff like that a lot. We're going to go to, you know, UI Goku in these big moments, but, you know, we do got to give other characters representation, right? Like, in particular, I do love seeing all these characters get Dokkan events. And you know they have done a good job about it, by the way, because I've made this point several times, but no Dokkan event that was created after 2020. Okay, so a character gets like a new Dokkan event. I've still got the thing pulled up. Wait, no, I actually just closed it. Hold on. Here, let me switch over and show you guys what I mean. So, like, a character gets a new Dokkan event, right? So, like, we jump over here. Whoops. So, like, a character gets one of these new Dokkan events, right? Like, I don't know, Gamma 1 or Gamma 2. There's only 2 characters that have gotten new Dokkan events since 2020 that have even gotten a new stage. It's Kefla right there, and then Beast Gohan right here are the only 2. All these other characters that have gotten Dokkan events, you know, Super Trunks, Yamcha. I mean, I guess because it's specific moments for some of them, right? Like, you know, the 2 Spirit Bombs are specific moments. Orange Piccolo will certainly get another one, but they have done a good job of getting, you know, Raditz their Dokkan event and all that different type of stuff, right? So, all right, let's go ahead and jump in. We'll keep going. So this stage right here, this should be the one that is going to go ahead and give us the other medal. So we're going to have to grind up both of these medals. In a second, once we do this last stage, I'll pause, and I'll get the medals so we can actually awaken Demon King Piccolo right here in the video. I guess we'll do that. I'll probably actually just no. We'll save that for the end. We'll awaken Demon King Piccolo and we'll awaken the Kid Trunks and Goten. Because we do need to do all of the... I want to get all the event missions. All of the event missions completed here. During the video, right? Alright, so there, of course, is the Dokkan Fest Piccolo Jr. right there. Alright. Take him down. Yeah, I'm looking at some of these Dokkan events that have not gotten new stages, right? So... yeah, then there's a bunch down here. Android 21. First Form Frieza, I guess, could easily get one. Here's where Goku, of course, defeats Piccolo Jr. Yeah, Krillin and Tien have still never gotten their Dokkan events. Yamcha and Master Roshi have them, but Krillin and Tien, they're gonna get a Dokkan Fest. Like, it's not like they're just not gonna not do that. So definitely expect that to happen. Yep, and then Goku gives Piccolo Jr. a Senzu Bean, you know, and then eventually the next time Goku and Piccolo meet, like, Piccolo takes his time because it's 5 years later. Like, Piccolo is just chilling. Like, Goku, I guess, like, you know, giving him the Senzu Bean probably already started to kind of, like, change Piccolo a little bit, right? Obviously, I guess the fact that Piccolo hadn't attacked him for 5 years. But 5 years passes before Raditz shows up. 5 years. So, and it's like Piccolo is, like, talking shit, like, oh, I divined this technique to kill you and stuff like that. But, like, what, you know, Piccolo, like, was Piccolo actually going to pull up? I don't know. I don't know. And would Piccolo's technique have been able to kill Goku? Probably not, because at least in the Saiyan saga, when he uses it against Raditz, he has to charge up so much. Yeah, I'm looking at the other characters who could maybe get another Dokkan event. I mean, Super Saiyan Vegeta, maybe. All right, yeah, so there's the other Demon King Piccolo medals right there. Nice, we got a power level bonus for that. That's really good. All right, so this stage right here, this is going to be the stage we're able to grind the equips, right? This is going to be a huge one, and this is probably, yeah, this is probably going to take quite a while to do, grinding these equips. It's usually pretty bad. Oh, Anin! We're fighting Anin. Yeah, so this is the filler after, this is not in the manga, obviously, but Ox King is, like, trapped, like, in Mount Frying Pan. His castle is on flame, and he's protecting... I think it's Ox King's wife's wedding dress that they want Chi-Chi to wear for Goku, the wedding with Goku. And he's, like, stuck there, and, like, they're trying to, you know, turn the fires down. And I think there's a damaged part in this afterlife furnace right here. And then this is where Anin is right here. Yeah, this is just filler right here. He meets Grandpa Gohan again. So she's gonna be a boss. She does go giant form too, right? They made her just like the little shitty world tournament character, but yeah, she does have her giant form. Giant form Anine, of course, of course. All right, so we'll sit her down, and then after this, we'll move on to the Dragon Ball Z section. Again, I think we'll just let's just get the 20 stages done. Yeah, and then after that, I'll clean up. Let me just pull up the missions we have here. Let's see what all the missions are for the Dragon Ball Saga event here once we clear this stage. And we'll see what I'll kind of like do off screen after we get these. Yeah, so there's the, what is that, the Bancho fan? Yeah. Been a while since I've watched a lot of it, like this part of it, because this is just filler too, right? Oh, there it is. Goku. Damn, they got to give us a Goku character like that as a character we can get. They very rarely do stuff like this with these Dragon Ball games. Oh, that's a cool kind of like battle screen like we finished right there, right? You know, we do have, remember, like the Kimono Android 18. That was given out for New Year's of 2018. Like January 1st, 2018, we got her. Let me actually double check on the wiki here. Let's see. I believe it was January 1st, 2018. Kimono Android 18. Yeah, yep, exactly. Here we go. January 1st, 2018. That's when we got her. They have never made her, like, they should have put her in the Dokkan Chronicles, too, by the way. I don't like unobtainable characters like that. I wish they'd allow, you know, players to be able to get all characters. All right, so we get that. We've completed some of the missions. Again, we'll come through and accept all the missions and awaken Demon King Piccolo, as well as the Kid Trunks and Goten afterwards. Here, let's swap over. Let's see what the missions are. So we need to clear stage 10. We got, you know, we'll have to rainbow and stuff like that. Demon King Piccolo, get all of his, you know, routes open. Dokkan awaken him. Get him up to level SA 20. Clear all stages. Yeah, okay. So it's just like by rainbowing him and maxing him out, we'll have all of the missions completed for the Dragon Ball Saga story. Okay. All right, let me just teleport over to the Dragon Ball Z one now. All right, guys, we're coming back in. We're over here at the Dragon Ball Z story event. So again, this is where we're able to grind up the tag Trunks and Goten character. Now, I'm not as high on them. They also do have some equips. I mean, I probably would want to give them a full dodge build. They're going to be able to get, yeah, equips. Earthbred Fighter, I believe, is the special drop rate bonus here. So let's see, yep. We've got a couple of stages. This, of course, is going to finish out the fight against Majin Buu. Looks like the final stage is probably going to be against Oob. Okay, makes sense. Yep, here's the tag switch Trunks and Goten. Remember, they are a failed fusion character. Both of their active skills are failed fusion. I do like that decision, by the way, because a tag Trunks and Goten that would fuse into Gotenks to me, that feels like a Dokkan Fest. That's a Dokkan Fest or a Carnival, for sure. Not really, not a free-to-play character. Fuck no. No way. Okay, so then we have, you have the skill orbs, Earthbred Fighters is the increased drop rate. I guess we could just take a glance at the missions right now. We might as well do it. So, again, clear the stages, just Dokkan Awaken Trunks, get him the SA-10, clear all the stages. Okay, nothing really too crazy here. Let's go ahead and jump on in then. Where did we leave off? It was, we're in the Buu Saga. The last stage was Trunks versus Goten. So this is probably going to be what, like Goku versus Majin Vegeta? Probably, or maybe like Majin Vegeta versus Fat Buu, something like that. That's what I'd bet. So I do have a team built for us. Full Earthbred Fighter lineup right here. Exactly this. Perfect. We'll go ahead and jump in. All right, let's see what we got. So we are doing... yeah, it's probably Majin Vegeta versus Fat Buu. Yeah, okay. Yeah, wow, it's like, it's funny, like, they gave 15 stages for all these story events is a lot, but, I mean, they do skip, you know, many notable battles, and I do want to add this in right here. I mean, I would love, I don't know about a dual Dokkan Fest, but it would be a very unhyped, yeah, that is a great moment right there. It would definitely be a very unhyped dual Dokkan Fest. But, I mean, Gohan versus Dabura. Am I crazy for saying that? Cause, okay, so, Gohan, if they would do kind of like a combination of several different moments from Gohan from about, you know, what, 10 to 15 episode span. It might not even be that much. It could be a very cool character. So Gohan, transforming Super Saiyan 2 for Kibito when he's fighting Kibito, and then Yambo and Spopovich jump him. That is so well animated, and the art for that episode is so good. It would be an incredible intro animation. That I remember that was one of my favorite moments in the dub. It's the OST, the Falconer. Yeah, I am an OG, man. The Falconer score, right? I've become Mr. The Truth DT sub-elitist. It is true. But, I mean, that Falconer score fucking hits, though, dude. I cannot lie. I can't. It hits, man. But it's the Captain Ginyu body change theme is what it is. It plays in some really big moments. Like when Trunks, by the way, I'm talking over Vegeta, Final Explosion, but it plays in some big moments. Trunks destroying Dr. Gero's lab. They set that android free by the end of all of us. The theme plays there. It plays when Gohan kills Cell. And it plays, when Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2. That theme it's kick-ass. I think it plays a little bit when Goku kills Frieza. Again, a lot of these are just off the top of my head, and I haven't really watched the Falconer dub in quite some time. I was rewatching some moments when Toriyama passed last year. But again, I haven't really done a full Falconer dub watch through in a long time. A very, very long time. But a lot of those moments, I mean, those, they hate on it, but the Falcon, that dub does kind of hit, man. It does. So, yeah, but that moment when he goes Super Saiyan 2 is fire, right? So he goes Super Saiyan 2. Oh my god, dude, holy shit. Damn, we didn't even do Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus Fat Boo. Wow, okay. Damn, yeah, talk about skipping a lot, right? So we're all of a sudden now Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks on Kami's lookout. Okay. All right, now, by the way, we'll see. Eventually, I'm sure they will do a tag switch, Gohan and Goten. Or, excuse me, Goten and Trunks. That will fuse into Gotenks. And, I mean, we've never really gotten, a fusing Goten and Trunks animation. I know there's the LR from 2017, which does not count. Remember, no animations matter or count whatsoever when we're talking about shit from 2017, 2016, stuff like that. These guys do look very good, huh? Okay. This is another tag Dokkan Fest I'd be totally down with. Right here. Piccolo and Goku from the fight against Raditz. That'd be sick, man. It'd essentially be kind of a redo of that unit, but I think it'd be fun. Right? The thing about the tag switch mechanic is it allows them to, redo significant moments they've already done. Right? Blue Kauk and Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta against Jiren. They could redo it. Yeah, maybe Vegeta and Trunks. They could just redo it. Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta that fuse into Gogeta. They could just redo it. Tag mechanic. So, that's awesome, right? The tag mechanic, this whole, everything around this 10th anniversary, the update, the Dokkan 2 update, the battle motions, tag mechanics, it's very good. Giving everyone a free character. I guess we can understand why they had missions that you had to have a summonable character for, like STR Evolution Blue Vegeta. I guess we understand why they did that now, considering they essentially technically he's free to play, right? I guess that's why. All right, so we'll move on. So what is this going to be? Is this going to be Ultimate Gohan, or we're probably going to skip to Vegito, huh? This will probably be Vegito versus Buhan. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So here's, of course, this legendary moment. By the way, I mean, Vegito still has many things untouched. Voiced Yosha. Somehow they didn't do voiced Yosha. So we know that has to be a redo. We need to get one of those. And, I mean, they didn't do the Kakarot, fusion animation either. Right? They could definitely do that, from Kakarot. And they kind of did... the what Vegito does in Kakarot a little bit, they kind of it's very similar, the big attack he does against Buhan in the cutscene. But there's still, I mean, they could still go back to Vegito at any point, right? And I definitely would not be opposed to that at all. Obviously, I mean, anytime Vegito drops, Vegito butts are in seats when Vegito is in the celebration, man. Regardless of what anyone wants to say, they're gonna say, "Oh no more fusions," but bro. Guess what happens when there's fucking fusions, man? We know. Dude, we're going to go right back to it. People were so fucking mad at me, leading up to the 10th anniversary, and then, you know, they drop fusions, and what happens, kids? Like, we know, man. We've been here. We know. Oh, getting back to Gohan, right? So, that Super Saiyan 2 transformation of his, against Yamu and Spopovich would obviously be tremendous. And then, I mean, the whole fight, Gohan versus Dabura, I mean, there is some stuff they could use there. And then, remember, they could completely redo the Kamehameha Gohan does against Fat Boo's pod, or his cocoon, or whatever it is. For some reason, I think he does, I'm pretty sure in Japanese, he does straight out call out Kamehameha. Or maybe, am I getting it wrong and he only says that in the dub? I'd have to go back and double check. Why don't I just double check right now? Whatever. I'll just double check right now. Because one of the two, because remember, the beam Gohan shoots in that moment is yellow, which is obviously not like the color of the Kamehameha. But it's I think he only says Kamehameha in either the dub or the sub. Let me just double check. It's probably this episode right here. Boo is hatched, episode 232. By the way, here's the medals for Trunks and Goten. So again, once we do all the stages here, I'll roll back around, and I will quickly get it done here. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and jump in. Yep, we'll keep doing these stages. Yeah, here it is right here. Okay, I'm looking at the scene. Obviously, I can't show it. Just curious if Gohan says Kamehameha in the sub right here. All right, so here's Goku doing the Spirit Bomb, by the way. Okay, Gohan says, I'll do this much to him. No, he doesn't. He just fires it without saying Kamehameha, huh? All right, guys, we're coming back real quick. So this is the moment I'm talking about. So it is called the Super Kamehameha. Okay. In Japanese, he doesn't really call it out. Yeah, so this, dude, this can be completely turned into essentially a Dokkan Fest right here. Easily, dude. Easily. And, I mean, this is a good look for Gohan, right? Like, Gohan looks good, especially when he's got the green outfit still on. That's good. So, like, they could make an easy, like, great-looking Dokkan Fest from a lot of that stuff right there for that Gohan. Obviously, Kid Buu, too. I mean, it's more than a meme. By the way, we have 925,000 HP. I love that. Kid Buu LR, I mean, it's gonna happen, man. Like, it's not, they're not gonna just, like, never drop LR Kid Buu, right? Like, he's gonna get his LR. It's not, you know, we're not coping, we're not, you know, nothing like that. That boy is gonna get that LR. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be an exciting, well, I hope. Because LR Omega Shenron was not sick, man. I gotta imagine LR Omega, he's gonna have, like, one of the best CZs ever, man. They cannot do that to Omega Shenron. I mean, for a lot of you guys, I mean, Omega might be meaningless, but, I mean, for someone like me, like, for my entire life, Omega was the big boss of Dragon Ball. Omega Shenron. Like, that's the hardest, like, that's the biggest boss, right? That's, you know, the final boss in some of these Dragon Ball, well, I feel like Kid Buu usually was, I remember, dude, Budokai 2 back in the day, I mean, I don't know how tough he actually is, but I remember when you're, like, fucking 11, that Kid Buu, like, in Budokai 2 was a menace, dude. Kid Buu, oh my god. He was so cheap, Kid Buu. Alright, anyway, burn in hell, Kid Buu, goodbye. I loved Budokai 2, by the way. I don't know if it's just me. That whole, like, game board type aspect, I remember when they did the collection. You guys know I'm a big trophy hunter. During the anniversary, I've had, like, no trophy hunting time, but I'm a big trophy hunter. They released that collection, that Budokai collection, and they did Budokai 1 and 3, and they skipped over 2. I was so butthurt about that they did that. Because I love that little map thing with Budokai 2. Loved it. Damn, like a Budokai 2 remaster would be so fire. Kind of weird. They never did a Budokai Tenkaichi remaster either, huh? Like, they dropped Sparking Zero, but then they never, like, kind of, like, re-released the old Sparkings, huh? If you guys are curious, I'm not a Sparking Zero hater, by the way. Like, I don't know. Like, a lot of people were, I think the game is fine. I mean, there's some things that could be better. To me, like, if we're going to talk about, like, what my personal biggest issue with Sparking Zero is, it's very easy. I'd say maps. The game has no maps. Like, there's no places to fight. Like, that, to me, is a big issue. I couldn't believe the superhero DLC didn't include new maps, man. That blew me away. There's no way they're dropping Daima DLC without maps. There's no way. They gotta. This Goku could be a Dokkan Fest too, by the way. Yes, he could. Base Goku. You know, that certainly, like, if they did this exact Goku, could that get a new stage, that 23rd World Tournament Goku stage? Maybe. I'd love the Oob Dokkan Fest too. I don't know about this Oob being a Dokkan Fest. I mean, I guess he could. But obviously GT Oob, you know, once he's like a master, you know, like fighter, for sure. Maju, Dokkan Fest Maju, I think would be very fun. I'd be so down for Dokkan Fest Maju. Hell yeah, dude. I guess that Goku and Piccolo could be another redo character too, huh? That could be another, you know, tag. Like they could just be a straight up tag character. They gotta do Movie Bosses Garlic Jr. We haven't done Movie Bosses Garlic Jr. And here's a stage that we'll be grinding to get all the orbs. Skill orbs. And we just got a support memory for this moment right here too, where Goku takes Oob away to train. We just got that as a support memory from one of the red zones. One of them is Goku and Vegeta fighting at the end of Dragon Ball Super, and then there's this one. I'll have to... I do like to do videos on those. I like support memories a lot. Then again, there's a lot of stuff I like in this game, except for box space, and I hate summoning, and I hate the friends list, right? Like, those are the obvious ones. Oh my god, could you imagine if they gave us a sell all button, if they just, you know, gave us unlimited box space, if they just, you know, fixed the friend system? Oh my god. Dude, this game, it would be perfect for me. Alright, so then there's Oob and Goku, yep, and that's the end of Dragon Ball Z, but they're like, wait a minute. We could keep on going. I'm pretty sure Dragon Ball GT, like, episode 1 was just, like, the next week, wasn't it? I think so. I think it did just, like, literally follow up, like, the next week. So that's the next story event we'll go into. Again, we looked at the mission. It's going to be pretty easy. Once we clear all the story events, we'll just go ahead and come on back here. I'll, you know, off screen, I'll grind up all the medals we need. I'll probably finish the video, and then I'll grind out the equips for these characters after that, though. Because the equip grinding, yeah, is going to be a long time. Because like this, I mean, do you think this is good on a free-to-play character like this Trunks and Goten? Fuck no, dude. No way. We'll do nothing. I will do... literally has zero contribution towards winning with that character, right? Zero contribution to winning. Alright, here, let me just pause, and we'll come back in the GT one. Alright, guys, so here is the Dragon Ball GT story event. Where are we picking up? Is it Super 17 or something like that? Damn. Okay. So here's all the stuff. So what it is that we get here is a wallpaper. I was thinking there's a wallpaper missing on Global and a wallpaper missing on JP. For Global, it's a Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta wallpaper. And then for JP, it is a, it's like, the login screen. That was Goku Black, Trunks, Blue Goku, Blue Vegeta. Only Global has that one, and then only JP has the Super Saiyan 4 one. I'm not super sure why they didn't add those to the Dokkan Chronicles. I suppose they always could later on. But this is what the wallpaper is going to be that we're going to get from this. I mean, I guess it's fine, right? To get some wallpapers. Oh, here, let's actually just jump over and just take a look at this. So, yep, clear the stages to get the wallpaper. There's no drop rate bonus or anything in here because there's not really anything we're grinding. It's just get all the stages done, and you do get the actual wallpaper. And then in terms of missions, it's going to be just, yeah, clear all the stages, and then the wallpaper is right there as a mission. Okay, yep, there we go. So sure, let's just go ahead and jump in. Finish out these stages. Dragon Ball GT, by the way, there is a shit ton of stuff they still got to do for Dragon Ball GT. Like, Dokkan is not, like, they're not legitimately running out of characters and moments that they have not touched yet. There's still quite a bit. So, okay, so we're deep in the Shadow Dragon Saga now. The Shadow Dragon Saga, they've done more of that from GT than anything, but there is actually still so much that they could use, right? Like Nova and Ice Shadow. The one mistake that Dragon Ball GT made with the Shadow Dragons is they only really made 3 of them legitimate fighters: Ice, Nova, and Sin. Right? That's I think a major flaw. Imagine if they did a redo of that in like Daima or, you know, Super or whatever the hell. And it's like, but they're like all 7 of the dragons are actual fighters, and like they could make it cool. Like it's like, you know, Gohan and Piccolo fight one, right? Vegeta fights one, Goku, like they could, you know, and then they all got to team up against the big boss one or something, right? Like they could have done that. It would have been fire. But instead they kind of like the beginning of the Shadow Dragon Saga is almost like kind of a joke. Like anytime Goku is Super Saiyan 4, he just instantly kills like the weaker Shadow Dragons, right? Like they're babies against Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Even like Ice and Nova, right, are not really. It's only just Sin who's like actually like the big boy. But you know, we could easily get. I mean, do we think an Ice and Nova Shenron Dokkan Fest? I mean, we're talking that would be low, bottom of the barrel like hype type shit. Ice and Nova Dokkan Fest. I don't know. They definitely could be a Yellow Crane LR, but like that might be stretching it a bit. Alright, what do you guys think? I don't know. We could get a transforming Sin into Omega still. We do, you know, the LR Omega Shenron intro is basically that, but like they could, you know, kind of like slightly remix it, you know, and make it kind of like a transformation. I think that could be cool. I mean, they kind of could make it like a Dragon Ball collecting standby or something like that, like what Demon King Piccolo or the Family Kamehamehas. You know, I guess they could, huh? Like a Dragon Ball collecting standby. Yeah, they could. All right, so there's that. Sure. All right, so now we're gonna go into stage 12. Yeah, the Shadow Dragon Saga. Like once Goku, I think it's Nova is who they find, right? And then like eventually like Ice and Sin show up at the same place where Goku, Pan, and Giru found Nova Shenron, I believe. I do have to go back and double check. Watch. I should rewatch the Shadow Dragon Saga for sure. So that art right there, the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Remember that was the Tanabata 2018 character. That was the last time they did a Dokkan Fest TUR for Tanabata, and then every year after that, it was a Dokkan Fest LR, right? Because then in 2019, it was the LR Gohan and Goten. They had released a little bit earlier for Global. Gohan and Goten were Goku Day. Goku, Gohan, you know, Goten Day type LR is what they were for Global Dokkan. And then they ended up being the Tanabata LR for JP, right? That Goku, like that as a redo would be so awesome. Like that whole like Kamehameha into the Dragon Fist would make for just an incredible like animation right now. We talked about this before. I think we must have talked about it in the part 2 when we were going through all these events, right? But like, yeah, that's the moment right there. But like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku does do a lot of sick shit that they could do like characters of him that would do. And by the way, that Gohan, we could still get a character of him. Remember, they have the artwork. Let me actually pull it up. I could easily go to his Dokkan event. That full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku Dokkan event. There is a Shadow Dragon Saga Goten and Gohan that have never been used, which is so crazy to me. Because remember, that was the 2018 Dokkan event, and we've still never done it. Okay, so let me pull up his Dokkan event. Full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Yep, there it is. Battle hardened. Saiyan power explodes. It's loading right here, so we'll just jump in right here. So this is his, eventually, you know, the Baby Saga one. Got it. So it's this one right here. And then here we go. This Gohan and Goten. They've never dropped these. You know, they should. These characters should be released. I mean, this is kind of like a cool look for Gohan right here. And then, you know, Goten doesn't have, like, cards basically at all from GT. Right? Like GT Goten, it's only, like, the baby possessed. Like, this is it for GT Goten. That's it. That's all we've got. So, well, I mean, I guess there's these, too, but, like, they're kind of like combo characters. So, I mean, I'd like to see, like, all these characters get their own cards and stuff, right? Like, think about that, how nuts that is. Super Saiyan GT Goten would be a new named character, right? I always, like, get a kick out of the new named characters coming into the game. That would be one. And remember, there's 1,000 old GT characters that have not EZA'd. Like, dude, these two, AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, literally January of 2017, Physical Pan into Super Baby 2, the STR Trunks, all those characters have not even gotten their EZAs yet. Sub-EZAs from those Dokkan events. And then there's Father of everything. Just like, you know, Omega was the big boss for me growing up. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, that was, you know, the banned character when we were playing, you know, Tenkaichi. No, you're not running to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. No, 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 no. It doesn't matter if he wasn't even, like, super OP in competitive play, because he was definitely super OP when you're in the living room, you know, with your, you know, 11-year-old friends, man. That Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he was busted, man, okay? You know, just take my word for it. Back in the day, he was busted. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, man. Alright, so, taking out Omega here. You know, a lot of different, you know, characters and moments and stuff from the Shadow Dragon saga they could do. I'm sure, you know, especially considering how Daima, I mean, you know, the creators basically said they kind of intended for Daima to be kind of like modern day GT or be nostalgic to those who watch GT. I think there's a literal statement. I'd like to fact check this. I might be slightly wrong on this, but the comments will correct me like always. It's fine. But it's something like Daima is meant, I think it said, for like early 30s, like, you know, who grew up, like, who have kids now who grew up with GT. And it's like, it's funny. So like, oh, okay. So Daima's aimed right at me, man. Okay, cool. Right? Because you guys know I've got a son, Iron Cane, man. Bro, when I say, all right, Iron Cane, do that character to the left, and he goes to the right, it's like, bro, I know what it's like to be a father, man. I know. All right, only 2 more stages to go for the GT side. Again, the Omega stuff, they really do spend a lot of time here with Omega. It makes sense, right? But what is the last stage? So these last 2 stages are both still going to be Omega then? No, oh no, the last stage is probably going to be Goku Jr., Vegeta Jr. type stuff is what it's going to be. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I really did enjoy this as the anniversary, right? Double Spirit Bombs was very, very fun stuff. Crazy to think that they easy in a year, right? Holy shit. I mean, we still haven't seen the Gods and LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but we know they're going to be busted. And think about the LR Gods and LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta when it comes to their EZA. Think about the fact that they are a stacking character, right? And, oh yeah, all the different, like, planets they visited and stuff like that, they get key from. Yeah, good shit. So, yeah, like, the 7th anniversary LRs are going to be super crazy with kind of like how the meta is defined with these fights, man. It's going to be really interesting. There's actually still so many videos I can make. Like, I'm finally catching up on a lot of the content. I still have to do Dokkan Chronicles, by the way. I got to make sure to get that done because I do want to clear out that Dokkan Chronicles shop, too. Got to get that done. So, I'm probably going to do maybe a couple more Dokkan... I'm going to try and do, like, a Dokkan Chronicles stage soon or something like that. Because I gotta get through that event. And we're gonna get Battle Hard and Formidable Foes. Let's see, I'm gonna upload this just in a couple of hours. So the Battle Hard and Formidable Foes comes out in 2 days. Right, it's 2 Dragon Ball Super stages. And then I think that event will be done after that. That event gets us a title, right? I assume the Supreme Magnificent Battle would also give us a title when it's done. I'll have to double check that. And then there, Omega's wiped out by the Spirit Bomb. Kid Buu wiped by the Spirit Bomb. Omega wiped by the Spirit Bomb. Many movie bosses wiped by the Spirit Bomb. Oh, shit! Bye, Goku! Oh, the Ancient Gi! Good shit. Yep, and then there we go. That's kind of like the end of GT, sorta. Right? And then, you know, we got... Because, okay, so... I believe the Legacy of Goku... Like, the little, like, Goku Jr. movie, I'm pretty sure that originally came out. It's, like, right around when Baby was beaten. I'm pretty sure. Like that's when that, like, special or movie kind of came out. And then, you know, then the final episode of GT, you know, was Goku Jr. versus Vegeta Jr. Remember, 7th anniversary, they did, you know, EX part. They were, you know, a new LR, the Vegeta Jr., Goku Jr. Good shit. All right, so there's that. So now we just have to do the final stage right here. Oh, this one also... Why does this only have 1 difficulty as well? There's nothing special in here, right? Let's jump in. No, it just only has an available on Z-Hard difficulty. Oh, it didn't even... Oh, this isn't Goku Jr. versus Vegeta Jr. This is just Goku Jr. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, because he's fighting the boar guy. I remember how fun it was back when Goku Jr. released in Dokkan and like grinding him up. Remember, he was a free rainbow character. That shit was always very exciting because nowadays orbs are very easy to obtain, especially if you've been playing for a while, because you get so many orbs from missions and logins and stuff like that, right? Like, but like back then, orbs were very, very difficult to come by. Like orbs, it was not an easy thing. And so like, you know, these free-to-play characters who had their own orbs was really good. Yeah, I'd love to see them do another Goku Jr. Vegeta Jr. That'd be cool, right? Maybe like, I don't know. What if we got like a tag, like, you know, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta who fuse in a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then there's like 2 banner units. One of them is Goku Jr., one's Vegeta Jr. That'd be cool. Alright, so we got this done. This is going to be all the missions. Again, we'll collect all of the missions in one go afterwards. What we're going to do here is we completed the story events. I'll go grind the medals to awaken Demon King Piccolo and the Trunks and Goten, right? And then we'll come back, awaken them. I'll link level them up, and then we'll go ahead and get it taken care of. Yeah, and then Goku Jr. meets kind of like the spirit of Goku. I mean, it is, well, I guess it is Goku, but yeah. Good shit. OG-chan. There he is. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see some of the Daima stuff start to come to Dokkan now too, right? Damn. Like, even at this, we still have brand new... Imagine if, like, there was no Daima and no Dragon Ball Super. Like, without those, like, dude, there's no way this game would still be going on, right? I mean, Dragon Ball Super, like, I'm pretty sure, like, they would have probably started... They would have started this before knowing Dragon Ball Super was even going to be a thing. So, I mean, they certainly would have gotten some good luck with that, right? I'd have to double check. I mean, I could ask, but... Alright, anyway, so there's that. Let's go ahead and go into the Dragon Ball Super one now. So the Dragon Ball Super story event here is going to be just like the Dragon Ball GT one, right? Where there's not, like, it's just a wallpaper we get from this. And then here is the wallpaper right there. You know, we see all of the Z fighters. There's Pan right there. Okay, cool, cool, cool. By the way, Gohan, who has not made an appearance in Daima. All right, so we got this. Yep, just the wallpaper. Clear all the stages. And it's going to end with the Tournament of Power. Yep, makes sense. There, of course, is the nice wallpaper right there. And then in terms of the missions, it's just clear the stages, right? Clear the stages, get the wallpaper. Yep. All right, let's go. Last couple of stages to go ahead and take care of here. Again, they really, really packed it in crazy to have 15 stages per story event. Like, you know, that's a lot. All right, so Goku versus Kefla here. Kefla still has never gotten an LR. Oh, I guess they could do a tag switch Kale and Khalifa, huh? That's one that Legends has never even done. Yeah, they could easily do that. That LR tag switch Kale and Khalifa that would fuse into Kefla could be really cool. I'd love for that God Goku to get a Dokkan Fest, by the way. Him doing that little, like, gun animation, I think would be super sick. They could just drop him straight up as a Dokkan Fest, I think. Tournament of Power God Goku, easily. There's so much Tournament of Power stuff. Like, people go, oh my god, yay, Tournament of Power again for the 50th time. It's like, yeah, but dude, because, I mean, Twitter pretends like Tournament of Power is not hype. But guess what? It is. It is, okay? So, there's a reason. Oh, yay, Tournament of Power again. Why do we think? It's because it's fucking hype, and it sells like crazy, right? Tournament of Power was a great idea by, you know, the brain trust that came up with it, because of the fact that, I mean, they literally said in an interview they loved the Tournament of Power because it was a tournament and they could have Goku fighting in every episode. They literally said that. Like we're able to have Goku fighting in every episode. So it was good, right? Like, the problem with the Tournament of Power for me, Jiren is sick, Kefla is sick, I don't care, they're sick. The problem is the amount of, like, jobber universes they had. It was like they created the concept for the Tournament of Power, and then they kind of just, like, moved forward with it too quick. before they really came up with like interesting designs and fighters for a lot of the other universes, right? Like that I think was a little bit of an issue. For, like the start of the Tournament of Power, I think the very start is okay because like Goku and Vegeta like fight Bergamo, it's not really that bad. You know, there's the when Goku fights Kale, it's okay, but a lot of it really at the start is not that crazy. Like it's like the whole time you kind of are like, okay, like we're waiting for Goku versus Jiren. And we knew Goku versus Jiren was happening even before the tournament started because the whole intro, right, is Limit Break X Survivor is Goku versus Jiren. Like, they were, you know, in promotional materials and stuff like that, they were setting up Jiren as the big boss. Like, I remember I definitely made a video just, like, finding out that guy's name. I'm pretty sure I made a video on it. Like, right, that, like, Jiren, like, oh, his name is Jiren. Oh, so sick. All right, here's Anaraza. Iron Kane's favorite character as well, too, right? Finally, Anaraza is actually a character we can get. I mean, it's good that they gave that unit an LR, I suppose, so that now they could just be a straight-up, like, a boss in here. Although, was Anaraza a boss before? They must have been, right? Let me double-check that. I want to pull up one of the story events. Let me double-check that. Yeah, certainly Anaraza was a boss pre-getting an LR. Let me see. Let me pull up the Dragon Ball Super Story event. It's been a long time, of course, since I've done those old Dragon Ball Super Story events. Here it is. Dragon Ball Super Universe Survival Saga Final Battle of the Tournament of Power. That's it. Bid for Supreme Dominance. No, here it is. I found it. Yeah. Total War Universe 3 versus Universe 7. There is an Anaraza right here. I'll put it up on screen after Beast takes him down. Oh, cool. We get that KO screen. Nice. All right, so here we go. So here's a story event. This is from 2018. I think this would have came out when Golden Week of 2018. AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta and STR Jiren. That Golden Week. This was the Anaraza boss from then. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right, let's hop back in. So there's Anaraza taken down. I gotta start clearing some of these tabs. I've got 100 million tabs open right now. All the different things. It's just, like, when we go into something like this, I'm able to just kind of, I guess it's a special power by me, I'm able to just kind of, like, ramble away infinitely. I can. Like, I can find any amount of topics of, oh, they could do this character, they could do that character, right? Like, very child's play for your boy, okay? We got that on lock. Very easy peasy. All right, so we'll get rid of all those. Okay, so we still got just a couple of stages to do here, and then we'll finish up. But yeah, there's, like, Super Saiyan Vegeta fights a lot in the Tournament of Power. He doesn't have a card. Just, like, a good blue Vegeta from the Tournament of Power could be cool, too. I mean, we have the one blue Vegeta from the Tournament of Power who is, he transforms into the AGL, like, Evolution Blue Vegeta. But we don't just have, like, an actual blue Vegeta. Let me actually, I'm going to pull up the Tournament of Power category. I'm just going to take a look at it. Like what, but there would be many things we would still need from it, right? I mean, like a lot of Dragon Ball. But a lot of the major moments at this point, of course, Dokkan has kind of covered many of it, right? Okay, so let's see. So what does Dokkan still need? LR God Topo? What about that, chat? Are we looking forward to LR God Topo being a thing? Maybe. Yeah, all of the Goku and Vegetas they have in there, it's mostly just like their biggest like forms and stuff. Again, we don't have a Super Saiyan Goku from the Turn of Power. Like there is a God Goku from the Turn of Power, but it's just the it's that the AGL God Goku from like way back in the day. And then when they Dokkan awakened him, they just made him the Tournament of Power God Goku. But like that, I think would be a fun Dokkan Fest. Kabe actually never has gotten a Dokkan Fest, huh? He needs one. Hit still needs his LR. One day we'll get the Hit LR. I guess since Kale got a Dokkan Fest, is Caulifla gonna get a Dokkan Fest? Oh, that looks good right there. Okay. What is that? That art of Vegeta. I'm not able to place exactly what that Vegeta art is right there. Silly me. I doubt it's like brand new just for this. Interesting. All right, well, whatever. So there's that. I'm looking through a lot of the Tournament of Power characters. I mean, there still is so many kind of like jobber level characters they could do. I remember for a while I was waiting for the Universe 6 and the Namekians to get kind of like their own individual cards. I do think they could get that. I guess Dokkan Fest Ribrianne could be a thing. I know like people would be like, what? No, no. But like, bro, Dragon Ball loves pushing Ribrianne, dude. You guys have noticed this. Dragon Ball loves pushing Ribrianne, man. Like, they made sure Ribrianne, Rosie, and Kakunsa, they were in early-ass trailers for Spark and Zero, right? Early-ass trailers, man. All right, let's jump in here. So we're going to have, this is going to be mastered UI. A lot of people are talking about I'm recording this the day after, a huge, like, Daima moment happened. And, I mean, I was getting some similar vibes, I think, to like, this stuff right here. Like, back when UI, like, dude, when that UI shit first happened, it's crazy the way people try and rewrite history about how ridiculously hype this shit was. People kind of turned on UI Goku, right? And they say, like, oh, UI Sign is better. Pfft, please. Dude. No. You wish. We're taking Mastered all day. I think maybe what it is maybe the mystique of UI Goku waned a little bit because of how often they went to UI in the manga, right? Oh my god. Goku spams that shit, right? Moro, like the Granola arc, all that. Alright, so here's AGL Full Power Jiren. This is pretty much kind of like the, the art of the toughest boss right now. Although, you know what's funny is I do think they didn't make this Jiren strong enough. In that Goku story Red Zone stage, they didn't make this Jiren hit hard enough. He's only supering, I believe, for on like 4.5 million, 4.6 million with his crit. That's not really enough, I think, for the last boss. Okay, so that right there, that's a Zenny statue that we just got. Must be, right? Oh, I guess they could do like a lot of the individual characters, right? Like Piccolo. Like we could get a Universal Survival Saga Piccolo, I guess. Yeah, Piccolo. Dude, the way they... Oh, Gohan needs one. Yeah, because Gohan does have kind of like that unique hairstyle in the Universal Survival Saga. Actually, yeah, the only Ultimate Gohan in the Tournament of Power, cards that we have, I mean, besides the duo ones, right? Like, there's the Gohan and Piccolo and the Gohan and Frieza, who, by the way, neither of whom have EZ8 at this point. And then there's also this guy right here. Here, I guess while it's loading, we can switch over. So this character right here, which is not EZ8, that's a villain character. This character right here, which is not EZ8. And then, of course, we've also got this right here. This is the only Tournament of Power Ultimate Gohan at the moment. And he's just like an SR, right? Like, that's all we've got there. Because Legends, many years ago now, what was it, back in 2020, they released Tournament of Power Ultimate Gohan, a transforming one, who was kind of pretty cool, right? I think it was him and Boo-Tanks, right? They released Transforming Ultimate Gohan from the Universal Survival Saga along with Boo-Tanks. Very funny. All right, and then here's this. So, by the way, at this moment, I'm not sure how much I like the decision Dokkan did. Basically, the entire LR Goku and Frieza is from Fortune Teller, like when Frieza's first brought to Earth at Fortune Teller Baba's. That's essentially the entire card. And then they just have the two active skills, which take place during the Tournament of Power, right? There's one is immediately after Goku loses the Jiren as UI Sign the first time, and Frieza gives him energy, right, to kind of like mimic what happened on Namek. And then there's obviously the Miracle of Universe 7. The animation is very good, but I think I would have probably rather they just either made it a full-on Tournament of Power version or made it just a full-on Baba's Palace version. I think I would have liked that much better. Like the whole... Dude, Shin Golden Frieza. True Golden Frieza. That whole, like, moment he has. Unbelievable that that's not represented in the game yet. Shin Golden Frieza. True Golden Frieza. Right, where he kind of, like, it's like one fist is blue and one fist is red and shit like that. Like, that'd be, like, a sick intro Pretty crazy they didn't use that. But we will see this moment reused, by the way, because 17, they still have not gotten 17's, like, part of this. So maybe one day we'll get, like, it'll be like a base form Goku, Android 17, and final form Frieza Angel or something like that, I guess, is what it would be. And then, obviously, 17 does win the tournament. What's funny is the end of Dragon Ball Super is so rushed. Like, it's crazy. Looks like Daima, it's gonna be the same thing. Like, the ending is just gonna be, like, mega rushed, unfortunately. I hate that they do that. Like, they do not respect Dragon Ball nowadays, I feel like. Man, God damn it, dude. We can't even get a fucking wrap-up episode, dude. Please. But it's like they sped through the end of the Tournament of Power so quick, right? There was no wrap-up for almost all of the characters. It's crazy. But whatever. I mean, a lot of the characters were jobbers and shit, right? Anyway, but... Okay, so there is the final stage. So we've gotten through all 20 of the stages here. So now, I will do a quick pause. Let me grind up the medals for Demon King Piccolo and the Trunks and Goten. And we'll come back, right? We'll come back. We'll awaken we'll awaken Demon King Piccolo and Kid Trunks. And then we'll also get their equips and stuff, right? We'll do both of those. Or wait, okay. I'm gonna get the medals. I'm gonna come back and we'll awaken both of them as well as obtain all the missions. That's what I meant to say. The getting the equips I'll do off camera later because it's gonna take a long time to. I really gotta just like focus in on getting those Demon King Piccolo equips. So all right, let me just grind up the medals and stuff, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back. I went ahead and got the medals grinded up, so let's go ahead and awaken LR Demon King Piccolo. Again, we'll awaken him to an LR, you know, get him ready to go. I'll go ahead and link level the boy, and then I will grind up the some of these special equips, which are going to be really, really big to have on him, right? Those special equips, I think, like, giving him defense plus dodge, like, that's all this guy needs, right? He's a support type character, so that'll be pretty interesting to see. Alright, so now we awaken him to LR. Perfect. In order to get all the missions done, I do have to get him to max SA20 here. I will not be grinding a second copy. So, BRB, I'm just gonna level him up here. Alright, guys, we're coming back in. So we have LR Demon King Piccolo all maxed out. Again, in terms of the build, definitely going to be full dodge, 100,000 million %. And we'll be able to just maximize him a little bit more. I do got to get these last two links leveled up. He doesn't have any different links. I know his standby is still, you know, old Demon King Piccolo, but young Demon King Piccolo also doesn't have any different links. Gotcha. All right, so there is Demon King Piccolo. Now, we just have to go ahead and awaken the tag Trunks and Goten real quick here. So let's go ahead and get that done. Again, the tag Trunks and Goten, I think I'm a little bit lower on this character overall compared to the Demon King Piccolo, but again, we'll see. I mean, I want to, you know, let him get a couple of rotations first. See, maybe the failed fusions could be useful. I mean, maybe. All right, so there we go. So that is the fourth tag character. We have 4 tag characters in total now. So now we have Trunks and Goten. Okay, pretty cool. I think a pretty nifty idea for like kind of like a free-to-play character right there. By the way, did I mention it in this video? I mean, this is now a long video. I've recorded this over a little bit, but I do not think that they're going to EZA. I don't think so, but again, I don't know so, is the way I would describe it. I think they probably won't EZA, and we'll see them EZA down the line, which would be better. Because remember, we do have a precedent for this now. Paragus did not EZA during his celebration. Now, to be fair, he sucked ass, but you know, they're saving his EZA for later. Hopefully, they'll start doing that with these free-to-play characters. I think overall that would be much better if they just... Because that's the thing. The character doesn't need to be EZA to be good. Like, they could just make the character good right away, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look right here. So we have... Yep, all of the missions are complete, and then some of those rainbow ticket collecting missions as well. So let's just go ahead and grab all the missions, and we'll finish up. Let me know what you guys think about the 10th anniversary story event, the free-to-play characters. Got a couple of more wallpapers added now, and we get the orbs to Rainbow, Trunks, and Demon King Piccolo back, which is cool. So if we head over here, we now have the 2 brand new wallpapers. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Now the collection of wallpapers is huge since, you know, some global and JP exclusive wallpapers from way earlier on were added to both versions. So I believe this is the JP exclusive one, right? This one. And then it's, again, I explained it, but it's a Trunks Goku Black, Blue Goku, Blue Vegeta wallpaper that only Global's got. And then here's what the 2 new ones look like. Let's see. So there's that. Okay. It's a little... Dude, it's also not centered. Does that drive anyone else crazy or just me? Okay, I mean, it's not the biggest deal ever. Because I remember that drove me crazy about this wallpaper is awesome, but it's not centered. I don't know. My OCD can't handle that, dude. This one is sick. I love this one. And then let's see. We got to check out the Dragon Ball Super one now. Let's hit that. And then there we go. So, all right. Let me know what you guys think. Got everything taken care of. Now we'll go ahead and get to that LR Demon King Piccolo showcase. Of course, I'll make sure we've got his good equips first.